Hello again from Guilford Tech Libraries. We're going to talk about a database today called A to Z World Food. And this is another one of our short tutorials that's part of our research tips and database shortcuts playlist that we have listed on the library's YouTube channel. You can access that anytime. All of our database tutorials, the longer ones, are under this tutorial section. And we're going to go to Find Resources to find this database, A to Z World Food. And when we get to this page, we're going to scroll down the screen to the very end, and we're going to look at this section called World Studies and click on that to open it up. And there's the database we're looking for, A to Z World Food. And I've actually opened this up in a different tab to save you some time, so I can show you what that looks like. Over here on the right, this panel is just showing off some featured recipes and other content sections that are built into the database. And then if we scroll down the screen just a little bit, we can look up cuisine and recipes by country, either by this country list or just by using this clickable map. If we scroll down the screen just a little bit more, we've got some other content built into the database. So let's use this clickable map. We're going to go to Southeast Asia. We're going to click on Pakistan. And when you go to a country listing, you're going to have this food culture essay that appears in the middle of the screen. And on the left are the clickable links to actually find recipes, whether you're looking for appetizers or main courses or desserts or whatever. So if I click on soups, for instance, we've got a listing of soups here. And if I choose this chicken soup recipe, the first thing they'll always give you is the prep time and the cook time, so you can see exactly what you're getting yourself into before you start investing a lot of time in this. You can see these categories might be helpful if you have dietary restrictions or if you're cooking for somebody that does have dietary restrictions. And then you've got an ingredient list. It's very easy to use. There's your directions at the bottom. So that's just one example from one country. And then if you've run into a recipe by name, you read it somewhere or somebody mentioned it in conversation, but you can't remember any more details than that, or you don't know what country that recipe is associated with, you can just go up to the top of the screen and click on the search category. And you're just going to type in that information that you have. And click on search. And that's our example. We're going to click on that link. And there's our recipe, 15 minutes prep and 55 minutes to cook. So that's just a short example of A to Z World Food Database, and I hope you found that interesting, and I hope you can maybe try some of this out while we're all stuck inside during this pandemic, and maybe try out some new recipes. And as always, if you have any additional questions about research or library services, you can always contact us on the main library page using the chat reference option or email us a reference question.